We are in Renfrew Ravine Park.
Yeah, Renfrew Ravine Park, and we'll show behind us, so we can turn around. We came, actually, you can come here easily by the SkyTrain station.
Right.
Is 29th station. Yeah. There you go, 29th station. So it's easy to get to this Renfrew Ravine Park, and it's my first time here.
Yeah.
But Raymond has been here before because this is closer to his neighborhood.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna show you some really cool things in this park, and we found a little bit of history. So we're gonna enter the park right across the street. If you guys take a look, it will tell you right over here. This is the Renfrew Ravine Sanctuary. So this is where you come to if you want to come by transit. There's also a little thing over here that says the Renfrew Ravine Rim Trail starts here. So we're at the very end of the park right now, and it's really cool. There's lots of artwork here, guys. Take a look. There's a little mosaic as we walk along this path. I can see a dragonfly and some fish. So it's really interesting art projects that are here. We'll come along and take a look. Wow, there's a really beautiful mosaic right here in the middle. It's got lots of agates in it. Beautiful work. And then there's also this amazing bench that was carved here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about some of the history here I found online. So if you guys want to check this out, and Paul, if you wouldn't mind typing maybe this in the chat. It's called stillmoonarts.ca. It's www. So it's still as in STILL moon arts. So, or you know, we can do that at the end as well. That's fine too. We can try and do it, but
okay, there we go. I just got kicked out of here for I'm just being booted off of Komedu again.
Really? I can still see you though. You're still here.
Yeah, I know, but it said that I'm signed out.
Oh,
so.
That's weird.
Oh.
Okay. Well, the good news is I can still see you and talk to you.
I put it in the chat.
Perfect, thanks. So I noticed that they have a really great website and a guide to the ravine here. So it says take a tour of the jewel of the city. This Renfrew Ravine Park is part of Still Creek watershed. So the Still Creek watershed actually flows into Burnaby Lake and joins with the Barnett River. So basically that's where we are right now, and this place here is one of the only last watersheds that's above ground, not underground in culverts, because in the city there's a whole water system that connects with the Fraser River, and that's what the salmon come up, right? So this is a really great area for the fish. Yeah. So it just talks about where we are, and so you can get here to the by the 29th station, and at the other end, the east end is 22nd Avenue, it says. So this park is pretty big, but it's very narrow, and it's basically one of the only remaining streams that is above ground in Vancouver in East Van. So it says that the surrounding ravine was once part of a forest and swampland, and was gradually transformed. This was gradually transformed back into like a wilderness. But in 1905, they came along and they basically logged almost the whole forest here. So as we walk along, you can take a look and see there's lots of big stumps. That's a clue to the old growth forest that was here. Other cool things is they said the biodiversity, which means how many different kinds of species there are. So it says there's over 60 types of birds that live here in the ravine and come here, as well as squirrels, raccoons, possums, mice, rats, skunks, and coyotes. So because this is one of the only parks here in the heart of East Vancouver, there's a lot of different animals that live here. The past few decades of ravine history has been marked by the increase of the community around us, their involvement. So neighborhood studies, annual garbage cleanups, storm gate markings, and lots of streams, murals, tree plantings, public art installations we're gonna see in the park today. And it was all because of all of the neighbors here, and they call it the jewel in the city. So I've never been here. I'm excited to take a look around. Can you guys see this bench over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so even in this really interesting thing about that, it tells us, let's take a look here. It says, okay, so the garden is a result of the efforts of over 200 individuals who helped plant the native plants around here. And several high schools also helped out with that. This is a natural sanctuary for the urban environment. So I was wanting to call attention to the person who made this here. It says that this wooden bench was made by Tim Patterson, and with salmon carved into it by an interior Salish artist called Gary Sheena. Yeah, so that's who made this bench. So we're gonna continue on and take a look. There's lots of cool art installations here. There's a labyrinth in this place as well. So we're just gonna kind of explore. So it looks like we've got some signs here, and it talks about the salmon here and the health of the stream. And it's got it in more than one language, it looks like, as well. Hey Raymond, do you understand that other language?
Yes, I can read a little bit Chinese though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So it's in Chinese and in English.
Yeah.
Wow. Cool. And then over here, we've got one that talks about native plants. 50% of the habitat for wilderness is actually invasive species. So, hi, Sung.
Hi, Dong. How you
Nice
doing?
to see you. So it points out some of the birds that are here, and it looks like they're hand-drawn too.
Yeah.
I see a Cooper's hawk, a mourning warbler, a golden crowned sparrow, coastal strawberry, Cooper's hawk. So it's like kind of cool. Like you can see that maybe some kids at school drew these pictures.
Yeah.
All right, so
Right.
should we go this way or continue that way?
We'll continue that way.
All right, so we're gonna continue down this way. Oh yeah, I can see there's another one up here.
Yeah, I see it
So
inside.
as we're walking, take a look at the forest here, Raymond.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the vines climbing up those trees?
Yeah.
Does anybody remember what kind of invasive species have we seen a lot of that's a vine just like that? Does anybody remember from last time with Henry we talked about it? It grows almost everywhere. Yeah. Do you guys remember the name of that kind of vine?
I think that's cedar tree.
Well, this one is actually English ivy.
English ivy.
Yeah, it kind of chokes out the trees. As you can see, it's swarming up the whole tree.